Historical perspectives of psychology. An overview: psychology, as a formal discipline, has evolved significantly from its rudimentary beginnings in ancient times. Its journey reflects a rich tapestry of philosophical inquiry, scientific exploration, and the emergence of various schools of thought. This video delves into the historical perspectives that have shaped psychology, highlighting key figures and movements that have contributed to its development. The origins of psychology. The roots of psychology can be traced back to ancient Greece, where philosophers began to explore human behavior. In the 5th and 6th centuries BC, Greek thinkers shifted the focus from divine influences to the rationality of the human mind. They sought to understand the world through observation and interpretation, recognizing that human experiences were influenced by perceptions of qualities such as temperature and texture. Although their methods were not systematic, these early inquiries laid the groundwork for future scientific exploration. The Renaissance marked a pivotal shift in human thought. Nicolaus Copernicus, in the mid-1500s, challenged the geocentric view of the universe, proposing that the Earth revolves around the Sun. This revolutionary perspective was later supported by Galileo Galilei, who utilized the telescope to verify celestial movements. The Renaissance thinkers began to refine the concept of experimentation, emphasizing observation as a means to gain knowledge. The 17th century introduced the idea of dualism, notably articulated by philosopher René Descartes. He posited that the mind and body are distinct entities, yet interconnected, influencing one another to shape human experiences. This interaction between mind and body remains a subject of ongoing research in psychology. By the 19th century, the scientific landscape was transforming. The discovery of cells as the building blocks of life, the formulation of the periodic table, and advancements in atomic theory set the stage for psychology's emergence as a science. The field developed through a history of diverse perspectives, with various schools of thought vying to define and understand human behavior. Structuralism, the foundation of modern psychology. In 1879, Wilhelm Wundt established the first laboratory of psychology in Leipzig, Germany, marking the formal inception of psychology as a distinct field of study. Trained in physiology, Wundt's primary interest lay in the human mind. As a structuralist, he aimed to identify the basic elements of consciousness. He introduced the method of introspection, where trained participants reported their thoughts in controlled settings. This systematic approach to studying the mind was groundbreaking and attracted many students who continued the tradition of empirical research. Functionalism, understanding the mind's purpose. William James, often referred to as the father of psychology in the United States, taught the first psychology class at Harvard University in 1875. His seminal work, The Principles of Psychology, published in 1890, explored the functions of the mind rather than its structure. James proposed that mental activities, thinking, feeling, learning, serve a fundamental purpose: survival. Functionalism focused on how individuals adapt to their environments, emphasizing the practical applications of psychological understanding. Although James did not prioritize experimentation, his theories have had a lasting impact on the field. Inheritable traits. The debate on nature versus nurture. Sir Francis Galton, a prominent figure in the 19th century, sought to understand the role of heredity in shaping human abilities and behaviors. He posited that genius and exceptional traits are hereditary, a conclusion drawn from tracing the ancestry of notable individuals. However, Galton's perspective was limited. He overlooked the influence of environment and socioeconomic factors on an individual's development. His work raised critical questions about the interplay between heredity and environment, a debate that continues to resonate in contemporary psychology. Galton's contributions extended beyond theory. He developed early methods for directly assessing individual differences, laying the groundwork for modern personality and intelligence testing. His book, Inquiries into Human Faculty, published in 1883, is recognized as one of the first comprehensive studies of individual differences, highlighting the ongoing tension between genetic and environmental influences on behavior. Gestalt psychology. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. In the early 20th century, a group of German psychologists, including Max Wertheimer, Wolfgang Kohler, and Kurt Kafka, emerged as critics of both structuralism and behaviorism. They introduced Gestalt psychology, which posits that perception is more than a mere aggregation of sensory inputs. Instead, it emphasizes the importance of understanding the whole pattern of experience, what they referred to as Gestalt. Gestalt psychologists illustrated their principles through examples such as the perception of motion in flashing lights, where observers perceive continuous movement rather than isolated flashes. This holistic approach to perception laid the foundation for cognitive psychology, influencing subsequent research on how sensations are organized into meaningful experiences. Conclusion: the historical perspectives of psychology reveal a dynamic evolution shaped by various thinkers and schools of thought. From the philosophical inquiries of ancient Greece to the scientific rigor of modern psychology, each era has contributed to our understanding of human behavior. As psychology continues to develop, the interplay of diverse perspectives will undoubtedly enrich the field, fostering a deeper comprehension of the complexities of the human mind.